This morning, millions of Americans bracing for more rain and flooding after downpours soaked the Northeast. Storms battering multiple states with several inches of rain. Wind and rain blasting New York, flooding streets, and in nearby New Jersey, the water reaching waist high. Residents pushing stalled out cars and navigating whirlpools of debris. Rescue crews out there and in Pennsylvania, where cars struggled through the streets and families and pets were pulled to safety by boat. The wind also a concern. Rare funnel clouds spotted in Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia, and a reported tornado in Maryland ripping into this building. The severe weather also prompting ground stops at major airports from D.C. to Boston, with more than 10,000 flight disruptions snarling air traffic.
So we were supposed to leave at 5 o'clock. We're now leaving at 10.
In the Midwest, cleanup efforts are underway after a devastating EF3 tornado that produced wind gusts up to 165 miles an hour left communities unrecognizable. Bob Wolfel grateful his wife is alive after her truck was thrown the length of a football field.
So very, very blessed.
Another miracle being celebrated after a teenage lifeguard was seen navigating treacherous surf in California to pull a 10-year-old boy to safety. Ryder Williams will be honored at the White House for his life-saving efforts in dangerous conditions.
Pretty incredible efforts there. Back here in New York at LaGuardia Airport, some 50% of flights have been canceled yesterday. Across the country, more than 10,000 flights were canceled or delayed, and with more heavy rain expected from New York to Maine today. Those travel headaches are likely to linger, Chanel.
Have to be patient. All right, Emily, thank you.
Joining us now and tracking it all weekend today, meteorologist Angie Lassman, who's in for Al. Hey, Angie, lots going on.
Yeah, lots going on. We do have some improvements, ladies, in some spots. New York and points south, you're going to see a better day today, but notice that line of really heavy rain still centered across parts of New England and impacting folks when it comes to the flooding concerns. 13 million people still under these flood alerts at this hour. They stretch across New England, and they're going to be with us through at least the better part of our day today as more of that intense rain kind of focuses across this region. Notice that area of low pressure still continues spinning right over the Northeast, so we're still going to be even unsettled into tomorrow, but even more improvements as most of that flood risk will start to ease as this system moves away. But you'll still notice a couple of these kind of lingering showers for your Thursday across New England. The flooding concern not easing just yet, though. Today we still have the flash flood risk moderate across parts of Vermont, stretching through Massachusetts and down through Connecticut, Hartford, Northampton, all included in that, with more of these kind of really impressive rainfall rates on tap. And by the time we get through at least tomorrow, we'll pick up another potentially 2 to 3 inches in some spots and localized amounts up to 5 inches. Meanwhile, the heat also getting our attention. We'll see that continue to build across parts of the Southwest, and the humidity really kind of oppressive across the Gulf Coast. 107 rather for Houston for what it'll feel like this afternoon. We've got 107 for the heat index in Little Rock today. Actual temperatures will be well into the 90s across parts of the Rockies, parts of the Southwest and the Gulf Coast, and feeling much warmer than that in a lot of those spots even into tomorrow and beyond. Notice Phoenix 112 for your actual temperature. There's a potential for a whole lot of records to be broken across many of these regions over the next couple of days, ladies.
All right, Angie, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.